Hey everyone, welcome back to the Trinity Episcopal Church YouTube Bible study. I'm the Reverend Jimmy Abbott here at Trinity on Galveston Island. I'm so glad that you have joined me for this brief reflection on the gospel lesson for this upcoming Sunday, November 21st, 2021. This is what's called the last Sunday after Pentecost. We have finally made it to the end of the liturgical year. It's also called Christ the King Sunday. Now, that name is new to this prayer book, to the 1979 prayer book. It used to just be called the last Sunday after Pentecost or the last Sunday before Advent. But there are some kingship images that come up in our gospel lesson, and I want to talk through some of that with you. The lesson is taken from the Gospel according to John, chapter 18, verses 33 through 37. This is right after Jesus has been betrayed and arrested, and this is right before he is sentenced to death and crucified. Then Pilate entered the headquarters again, summoned Jesus, and asked him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" Jesus answered, "Do you ask this on your own, or did others tell you about me?" Pilate replied, "I am not a Jew, am I? Your own nation and the chief priests have handed you over to me. What have you done?" Jesus answered, "My kingdom is not from this world. If my kingdom were from this world, my followers would be fighting to keep me from being handed over to the Jews. But as it is, my kingdom is not from here." Pilate asked him, "So you are a king?" Jesus answered, "You say that I am a king. For this I was born, and for this I came into the world, to testify to the truth. Everyone who belongs to the truth listens to my voice." There are a few major themes from John's gospel that come up in this short little lesson. One of them is truth. One of my favorite scripture passages comes from the 8th chapter of the Gospel of John. "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free." That is on the tower at the University of Texas. Great for an educational institution. And also hearing the voice. Jesus talks about how he is the good shepherd and he calls his sheep together. And so we are being called by our faithful King, who is Jesus. Now, this can be weird for American ears to have this idea of kingship. We had a little thing called the Revolutionary War against the king. What is all of this? Well, I think that what Jesus has done is redeemed the title of king. That we as humans in this broken and sinful world see kings as autocrats who do their will, who don't have to be accountable to the people. But here we see that kingship truly is servanthood. Kingship is love and grace. Kingship is compassion for us who would be loyal subjects. So rather than taking away the idea of kingship, I think that we need to see this as Jesus defining kingship for what it really ought to be, and that's service and love and grace. So what I want to encourage you to do is to live and work and pray and worship as a loyal subject of Jesus Christ as King. And don't take all of your earthly connotations of what a king is and put that onto Jesus. Rather, let Jesus define kingship for himself, which we know is love and grace and truth and mercy and service. And that is the true example of what a leader ought to be, and that is how we ought to live in the world, like our King, loving and gracious and compassionate. I hope all of you have a great Thanksgiving and happy last Sunday after Pentecost. I can't wait to start the new church year with all of you.